I was growing up. In fact, in 1991, after sixth form, I tried to get admission to University of Science and Technology, KNUST. I hustled. I didn't get admission. I came home. I got sick. And my father came to visit me one day. And in my frustration, I looked at him and said, Dad, one day I'll marry a doctor and I'll call myself Dr. Mrs. Gifty something something. That was the first time I saw my father shed tears. Because he understood what I was talking about. My frustration. I desperately wanted to be somebody. But I looked back, I looked in front. I didn't know how I was going to achieve that. So my only hope was that I would get somebody who was somebody so that I can also be somebody. There are some of us here like that. We are in school. Some of us are even at the tertiary level, but we really don't know where we are going. We still doubt ourselves. Can we ever make it? Because we look at where we are coming from. Who is there to help us? Nobody. I have titled my talk, Living an Excellent and Innovative Dream. Anyway, Carol was my school mother, she was my senior at Infantsman Girls. So it's an honor to be on the same platform with her. It is good to dream. It is important to dream, to have a dream. And I'm not talking about the dream that we sleep and we see, people in our dreams. I'm talking about vision, ambition, aim, purpose. It is important. But some of our dreams are very foolish dreams. Some of our dreams are not purposeful. They are unrealistic. You finish school. You don't have savings. In fact, you are in your final year. You don't have any money in your account. Things are not good at home. And you say that right after school, I'll buy the latest Mercedes. And that is your dream. That is not realistic. You are in school. You haven't even passed is it a BECE, right? WASI. Oh, okay. Sorry. I lowered you. Forgive. And you are talking about becoming the next president of Ghana in the next 3 years. It's good to have that dream, but pace yourself. It is also important to understand the kind of dream that you have. My dream was misplaced. Talking about marrying a doctor and calling myself Dr. Mrs. It was a foolish dream. It was unrealistic. Yes, I know our brothers and sisters in Nigeria, they do it. They call themselves Chief Mrs. something something. Because the husband is chief. But it doesn't happen here. You can't call yourself Dr. Mrs. something because you are married to a doctor. There are people who are somebody because of who they are married to. That's why I love Albert and Comfort. I was sitting there and thinking, I had never had to introduce Comfort as Mrs. Comfort Okran, wife of Albert Okran. I always introduce Comfort Okran of Legacy and Legacy or Combat Impressions because she's a self-made woman. I introduce Albert as Albert Okran because he's a self-made man. When we are talking about Springboard, we say Comfort and Albert or Albert and Comfort. We don't say that man and his wife. Think about making something out of your life. Your dream. Not depending on somebody's dream. You want to be an architect. what is your dream about architecture? Do you understand what it's about? Another foolish dream I had was to do land economy at tech. If you ask me today, this was 1991. If you ask me today, I still don't understand what land economy is about. But then I wanted to do land economy at tech. Because during my time, it was tech or suicide. And everybody I knew was doing land economy. So I also wanted to be somebody. So I was going to do land economy. Now I understand why I didn't get admission. Even my subject combination, I did econs, government, and I think religious studies. How do you enter to get land economy? It was absolutely foolish dream. But it was a dream. So it is important to understand your dream and to have a meaning to your dream. Why do you want to be that person? Why do you want to be a doctor? Why do you want to be a communications expert? Why do you want to be a banker? Have a meaning. It must have a purpose. Most of us, we don't do that. We see somebody on TV, oh, I want to be like her. Or we hear of somebody, I want to be like him. Why is that person who he is or she is? We don't know. We don't even know why we want to be that. But all we know is that, hey, wherever he goes, wherever she goes, it's being acknowledged. So yeah, let's join the fray. I also want to be there. I want to be important. You need to consult people and find out how you can live that dream. You can achieve that dream. You know, I was lucky I got somebody to direct me. Even after my father shed tears about me saying that I want to marry somebody and all that, I didn't give up. I heard about GIJ, and I went in there. I wanted to do public relations because that time public relations was very popular and they were making the money. The journalists go on assignment and then they give them 2 cities, and you see all the journalists following them. They were very important. So I wanted to be a public relations officer. I went for an interview. They told me that they think I'm better off as a journalist. Because as you can tell, my mouth, kati, you know. So they gave me journalism. And even that, I didn't learn my lesson. I still went to internal revenue to do my practicals. And I went into the public relations department. After 1 month, a man who took me as his daughter said to me, go to a media house for 1 month. If you don't like it, come back here. And I promise you, after school, I will employ you. I left, went to a media house for 1 month. I haven't gone back. I was lucky to get somebody to point me in the right direction. Most people during that time didn't have it. We didn't have such fora. We didn't have people to mentor us, to talk to us. Actually, even if there were such fora, we didn't think it was that important, so we wouldn't even go. We were thinking about how to buy nice shoes and dresses. That was what we were investing our money in. You need to read about what you want to do. You need to attend such seminars, conferences. Sometimes you may be confused. You don't even know what you want to be. But you go to such conferences and you'll be amazed. Something will just hit you like, yes, this is it. This is what I'm good at. This is what I want to be. This is what I think will make me fruitful to my society, to my community. So it is important to dream, have a positive dream, have a realistic dream, understand your dream, get someone to point you out or to point you in the right direction by consulting the right people and not the wrong people. Now, I also want to talk about staying focused on your dream. It is very challenging when you have a dream, especially when you are passionate about it. This is what I want to do. This is who I want to be. And then the setbacks. You pass here, doesn't work. No money to do this. Your boss is saying this. Frustrations everywhere. Your colleagues are calling you names. Your community is seeing you in a different light. It can be so frustrating. When I went to do my master's and came back in 2004, I finished in 2005. Everybody around me was saying, oh, Gifty, you've had the popularity, it's okay. Why don't you go to these, corporate institutions and be a communications director and all that? You can do it, leave the media, the talk was too much and all that. And I said, listen, I went to do my master's in international journalism. I knew there was something called communications, but I went to do international journalism because that is what I want to do. Journalism is my blood. Journalism is my water. Journalism is everything I love. I can go anywhere without food in pursuance of a story. And God forgive me that I boast. I can stand here and say that I'm the only newsreader who has traveled the length and breadth of this country to do stories. I can show you the scars on my leg from the places I've been to. Do you know Sogotampia? That's where I come from in the northern region. Sogotampia. It's near the water lake. You people, you don't know there. That's where I come from. That's where I have adopted as my village. Because when I went there, I had a lot of problems. I didn't see myself as that person on TV and all that. It's all about telling stories. For me, my greatest pride is not about sitting on TV and reading news. It's about the stories that I've done. When I tell people about my history, my story in the media, I talk about the stories I've done, the places I've gone to, the people I've met, and the changes that have come in the lives of the people whose stories I have told. That is what is important to me. Stay focused. Don't let anybody shift your attention from your goal, despite the challenges. Stay true to your dream. I met one of the guys during the mentoring program. He wants to be a medical doctor, but he's thinking he should do nutrition. And I said to him, stay true. He said 6 years was too long. I said 6 years is never too long when you believe in something. When you have a dream, you stay to peer pressure will come. All your friends around you will be shifting to a certain, and you see them driving nice cars, doing that. You'll be left alone in there, but you know what you want. It's about the people whose life you have impacted on, the contribution you have made, the stories people tell you when they meet you. It's amazing. I use Facebook. In fact, I don't sleep without going on Facebook. Every day I go on Facebook to reply to messages. Young people send me messages asking questions and all that. And every Monday and Friday, I put there a motivational word where people will comment on and all that. I was in London last August, September. And then I put on Facebook that I'm in London. So those in London who want to meet up can, hook up with me and then we'll meet up. Then I had a mail. Gifty, I'm so happy you are in London. We are having a women's conference at my church and we would like you to speak at the church. And I was like, do you know that I'm just a journalist? Do you know that I'm still a struggling Christian? Because sometimes you have to be careful with the pastors, You go and you say something that is not biblical, you are in trouble. And he was like, it's okay. I read the messages you put on your wall. I read some of the comments people make about your program. So I think that you can say something, you can motivate the women and talk about the transformational woman. I tossed and tossed and tossed, but he was persistent, and I decided to go. In London, a big hall, about 500 people, men and women, and I spoke to them. That was my first international speaking engagement through Facebook. I had never met the man. I didn't know him from anywhere. He didn't know me personally. He had actually read about me, he wasn't even my Facebook friend. But you know how Facebook works. If you're a friend of somebody, your post also goes there, and then it's all over the place. At that program, another person saw me and invited me to another program, to go and speak at a program outside London, Southampton. I went to speak there. After that, I moved on to Belgium, to Amsterdam, all through Facebook. So you can decide to do whatever you want to do with Facebook, but be careful what you put there. I was going to talk about how employers go there and check you out, and Derry actually confirmed it, that is what he does. He checks people's posts. If you want to, I have 5,000 friends and about 3,000 more waiting to be my friends. And every time I go through the list, if you put there a picture that I find offensive, I delete you from my list. Because I want positive energy. I want to give positive energy. I can't give what I don't have. And as I give, I must receive. You don't need to surround yourself with people who will distract you from your focus. So stay true and focused on your dream. I want to talk about investing in your dream as well. I touched on it earlier on about attending seminars, reading books, and all that. You see, you must always upgrade yourself. There's something they talk about, no one is indispensable. But you see, you can be indispensable. No one is indispensable in the sense that you can die, you can fall sick. Somebody will be there to do the work. But once you are around, they must need you. They must know that, Marcella, you can do the work. Without you, nobody can do it as best as you would do it. Do courses. I have attended so many courses. None of them was sponsored by GBC. I went online to look for those courses at the UN, in the US, Germany, everything. I searched for it on the net. And trust me, I am IT deficient. I am not the best student of IT. I don't know much. For my master's degree, I actually designed a website and I had 75%. After that, I forgot everything. Now I can't even design whatever, a page. How much more a whole website? So I struggle with it. But I make sure the little that I know about IT and technology, I apply it. Last night, somehow I dropped my laptop and it's not working. But thank God I have my iPad. So I quickly did everything on my iPad and I was going to use it here. I didn't even know that with the iPad it can be transferred and I can have access to PowerPoint. Technology you must invest in. Invest in your dream to enhance yourself, to make yourself relevant at all times. Because people are coming up all the time. You know, Monday will be my 15th year on TV. 15 years. 1-5. For 12 years, I did breakfast show. I had 1 or 2 awards, but nothing big for northern sector and all that. As for the northern part of the guy, I know you people love me, and I love you too. You the big keke. When I get invited, I'm invited to come and say to great fashion show, a party or something. That's what I was invited to do. But when I diverted, invested in my dream, broadened my dream, that takes me to the fifth point. Now I am invited to a platform like Springboard. Since day one Springboard started, unless I'm not in the country. Luckily for me, Sundays, the news is 30 minutes. So by 7:30, we are finished. I quickly run and go and sit in my car and listen to Springboard. I never thought I would be on, even on the radio show, how much more be on this platform. 3 years of doing the standpoint. Look at the places I've been to. There are women who have been in this women advocacy program for years. They know much better than me. But now, when they are talking about women in the empowerment industry, my name is mentioned. I've done it for only 3 years. It's all because of the passion I've added to it. Because I keep investing in myself, broadening my territory. Success is a process, I put there. And successful people have challenges. Just as all of them have said to you. But do not abandon your dream. The challenges will come. The 12 years of doing the breakfast show, I don't think I wasted my time. No. I didn't waste my time. I had the most difficult time during those 12 years. But that is what has propelled me onto this stage. People are willing to talk to me because they know that I will not judge them. Because they know the reputation I have. They know where I'm coming from. They know the struggles I've been through. So they know that I will understand. I have people calling me at midnight to talk to me about their problems. Married people, people with children. I tell them that, listen, you know that me, I'm not married. Why are you? They said, I just want somebody to listen who will not judge me. You build your reputation and you have patience for your dream. People like me, it took how many years? 12 years for me to get to a platform like this. You and I, our destinies and our dreams are different. Don't let us be in a hurry to compare ourselves with anybody. The youth of today, we are too much in a hurry. I can understand. The global world is frustrating. Everybody is rushing. Now a job is advertised on the net and you have people in Korea applying for it. I get people sending me their CVs from US, Czechoslovakia, Estonia, looking for a job. I said, these people, they think GDA Concept is some big company. They don't know. I was telling somebody, I think today, at the airport, that the Standpoint is a private production. It's my own production. I actually pay GBC to show it. It is not GBC program. And he was shocked. He said, are you sure? I said, yes. I pay GBC to show that program. It's not a GBC, it's my private production. It took 12 years for me to get there. I didn't abandon my dream. I knew I wanted to get somewhere. The challenges came, but I didn't abandon it. Now, after going all through this, finally, inshallah, by the grace of God, you get to live your dream, but never be satisfied. Do not be satisfied with the first scent of success. Some of us, once we start and everybody goes, Carol, Carol, we think that, hey, this is it, I have arrived, and then we relax. No. As you are going forward, people are chasing you. Remember, I said, make sure you are indispensable. I make sure that, I said me, by the time I leave the breakfast show, people are going to remember me that, oh, I remember that lady who used to do the breakfast show, Gifty. She was really good. Or some people are also going to say, she was so annoying. But whatever it is, you will remember me. I make myself relevant. I keep reading, listening to programs. I watch Kafui, and sometimes when I get the question right, you see me jumping in my room. And when I get it wrong, you see me get so angry with myself. As if I'm part of the competition. I'm sitting there. It's a learning process. You always have to upgrade yourself. Don't be satisfied. That doesn't mean you should be greedy, but always push yourself, challenge yourself. Always look for ways to broaden your dream. My dream was to be somebody. Gifty Auntie, your breakfast, your news. I was somebody, but that wasn't good enough for me. I had to have my own show. And that is the standpoint. Is the standpoint serving any purpose in this country? Is it serving solving anybody's problem? Keep investing in your dream to stay relevant. And this one, I've written it in bold capitals because it is so important to stay relevant. We have people who come and then within time they are gone. There are people who you see them, I know that this person somewhere. You don't even remember him or her or what he or she did. You need to stay relevant. And then never ever lose sight of the God factor. It is important we remember God in everything. Every day, go to your God. Dream, strive, stay focused, be patient, whatever, but never forget to ask for God's guidance in everything that you do. And finally, let me rush through this. You know, today when we were coming, we had a lot of problems at the airport. We nearly didn't make it because they said the weather was bad. Myself, Carol, and Derry. But we struggled. We forced. We changed flight just to be here to speak to you. I could sit on TV and do my own thing. I would still go when people would, Gifty Auntie, they would do me that. Give me respect and treat me nice. Kafui can do the same. Carol can do the same. Derry can be there. He's on the internet everywhere. But you would have achieved nothing in this world, despite all the success and the name you have, if you don't impact on anybody's life. That is why we forced to get here, so we can impact on your life. Don't live here empty. Make sure you live here with a changed attitude, with a determined attitude, with a rethink that your dream is possible. Your dream would definitely come to life, but you must invest in your dream. You must have patience for your dream, and you must never ever be satisfied when you smell scent, the scent of success. Once again, you would have achieved nothing in this world if you don't impact on anybody's life. Thank you.